All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Good morning. Day 2 British Champs. Coming to you live and direct from the city of Stoke-on-Trent in the beautiful United Kingdom. I'm Sexy Beast, and I'm here with the beautiful Julia Slazer. And we are more than excited to be bringing you Bath Roller Derby Girls Spartans versus Norfolk Roller Derby, the Norfolk Broads. So I will do the Norfolk roster. Number 00, Khaleesi. Number 17, Vixen Mortar. Number 19, Notorious. Number 212, Danger Moose. Number 261, Rainbow Blight. Number 265, Ruthless. Number 32, Scary Poppins. Number 393, Slam Diego. Number 46, Penny Slane. Number 56, Slam and Siren. Number 79, Gem Warfare. Number 89, Kelly Kapowski. Number 915, Applebite. And number 999, Danny Hell.
We're going to have to get to the Bath rosters after this first jam, which is already kicked off. So it is Penny Slane who's taking lead for Norfolk, facing off against Jordy Racer from Bath.
And Jordy Racer out front now, not lead jammer. I guess that, 46 was the lead jammer there, calling it off. And there's your jam. No points on the board there. 0-0 jam to start things off on a Sunday morning.
It's a really short jam.
All right, and once again, we are on track 1 here at the Leisure Center, and the jammer line is across from us. So, until we memorize the helmets and the skates, we won't be able to give you the jammer numbers right away.
Please enjoy this ballad.
Yes.
Where you cannot see turn 1.
Turn 1.
We'll just lean over this precarious little wall. So it's Khaleesi out for Norfolk, but it's going to be number. Oh no, it's
So
I'm on it. I'm like,
yeah,
Khaleesi is your lead. I got the colors mixed up already. So just so you know, Norfolk is in blue.
And Norfolk is also on a power jam because jamming for Bath number 17. That's Conway the Barbarian sitting in the penalty box right now as Khaleesi completes their first scoring pass.
So it's a 5-point pass. So the pack resets on the first straightaway. Khaleesi coming in for her second scoring pass.
Oh, ref takedown. First one of the morning.
I think the ref took herself down on that one.
That still
there
counts.
Was a ghost involved.
That still counts.
A little bit of recycling back. Khaleesi's going to have to come another way through the pack. She digs to the outside. A little bit of jogging through, and she has nearly made it. Little sister taking one last swipe as she comes through. That is another 5-point pass. The power jam is over. Spartans jammer is back. That is Conway the Barbarian.
And Khaleesi not calling the jam, looking to maybe set up some points here in the early going. Conway the Barbarian in the pack and scoring. Or no, completing their initial pass. Sorry, thank you. And there's Khaleesi calling on off very sensibly, ignoring my advice, which is not to be regarded this early in the morning.
Sometimes I like to let people just work things out on their own.
Yes, let them live their own life.
Yeah. Anyways, out for Bath, we've got number 10, Little Sister, 109, Skatelin, 1107, Skull and Cross Jones, 1244, Rivzilla, 17, Conway the Barbarian, 176, I can never gonna say that.
Good morning.
Steffroth Jet. You say it. 1785, Thorn Supremacy, 18, Rip Tease, 2, The Assassinator, 212, Animal, 233, Vampel, 666, Pika Hurt You, 727, Jordy Racer, and 97, Loose Cannon.
All right, and we are in an official timeout right now as the track maintenance crew surveys the inside track boundary to make sure everybody will skate safely. That's wrapped up now. We're about to get underway, and we have one Norfolk blocker in the penalty box. Otherwise, a full field. That whistle starts the jam, and going right up the middle, jamming for Bath. As soon as they come around the corner here. Oh, my goodness. A nice little apex hop there for Norfolk. That's number 212 jamming for Norfolk. Danger Moose. Danger Moose, your lead jammer now.
Out of the pack, having completed her initial, is Rivzilla. She's going to be coming around for a scoring pass. Presumably, Danger Moose is going to call it right there. She gets knocked down by number 1785, which is Thorn Supremacy.
Thorn Supremacy already headed off to the penalty box. Just getting things started early. Thorn Supremacy, a force to be reckoned with in yesterday's game versus Sheffield. All right, so we head into Jam 3 here now, and the score on the board with 26:32 remaining is 14 for Norfolk, and Spartans yet to get on the board. That means 0.
I was on it.
It's a nicer way of saying
I just look confused all the time, not actually confused. Ruthless out there for Norfolk, little sister for the Spartans, but it's going to be once again Norfolk taking lead jammer status. Little sister trying to mow her way through the pack. One less blocker to contend with. It's Notorious as she gets through, having completed her initial. This is the first scoring pass for Ruthless. She gets knocked out to the outside, has time to come back. She's going to go ahead and call it, though. Looks like she picked up 3 of the 4 possible points, so brings them up to 17. As you said, Spartan's still at 0.
There you go. 2 on the track and 1 in the bench. 1 on the penalty box, rather. You don't get points for skaters on the bench.
Yeah,
No,
it ends up.
It does not happen like that. All right, about to get underway in Jam 5 here. As you mentioned, 17-0 in favor of Norfolk right now.
Jordy Racer out for the Spartans. Penny Slane for the Broads.
And Thorn Supremacy out of the penalty box and into the action immediately, creating an opportunity for Bath to pick up lead jammer. And that's Jordy Racer jamming for Bath. Lead now coming up on the first scoring pass.
Star in hand, out comes Penny Slane. She's about a quarter of the way around the track from the pack, though. Jordy is coming through, calling it off from the top of the pack.
Yeah, Jordy Racer psyched about that. Spartans should get on the board with that.
Yeah, there's some conference on how many points there are. Talking to outside pack refs.
Yeah, Jordy took it to the outside. Yeah, looking to get 4 points there. Very nice.
Right.
Spartans on the board with 4 now. 17 on the board for Norfolk. Norf. I don't know how to say that word.
The first time I said it yesterday, I was like, Norfolk. And I was like, someone else say this so I can hear it.
All right, jam underway once again. And got a multiplayer block being assessed to a Norfolk blocker. And at the same time as that's happening, is that number 00, Khaleesi, jamming for Norfolk, who is your lead jammer.
Conway is still trying to make her way through the pack, is having a lot of trouble against this waterfalling 3-wall up front. In the meantime, Khaleesi comes through. That is a 5-point pass on her first go through. There has been a successful star pass to Little Sister from the Bath Spartans.
Khaleesi now on a second scoring pass. Little apex hop, picks up those 4 points. 9 points on the jam for Norfolk.
Nothing picked up that time by the Spartans, so we're still 4-26.
This jam brought to you by coffee. Coffee. We wish we had some.
I guess, yeah, the game started before the coffee was open today.
That's bad math.
I'll be writing a stern letter to somebody so I figure out who it is and how to write words.
Yeah. All right, look at that. Ooh, sneaking around the inside there. Absolutely no problem at all. Danger Moose jamming for Norfolk, picking up lead jammer now. Speedily. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Stefford Jett is out for Spartans, and she's still trying to make her way through.
I think every roller derby player in Great Britain needs to be afraid of Thorn Supremacy.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of freaked out by her myself.
But Danger Moose on a scoring pass now, picking up 5 points, coming around as the pack sets up close to turn 3.
Stefford still trying to make it through. Yeah, I was wondering, she got back by the pivot and she decided to take her star off, but she's going to be sent off to the box for a track cut. So this is now our power jam for Norfolk. Danger Moose coming in for a third scoring pass, easily getting through this pack. There's not resistance at all. So it's going to be number 18 from Bath. Rip Tees sent off to the box. So that's 2 Bath blockers.
Actually, there's the Bath Jammer. I'm not seeing the helmet cover.
I'm looking at it backwards.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wasn't the Jammer in a second ago? Yeah. She had the star in her hand when she sat down. She just never put it back on.
Put it back on again.
Yeah.
But there was Thorn Supremacy was in the box when the blocker got there. So what it all adds up to is a power jam for Norfolk, and they are not wasting. They're not wasting that power jam at all. 20 points on the board already. 30 seconds left in the jam.
Power jam is finished as they just switching out blockers at this point that are in the box for Bath. My brain does get quicker as the day goes on.
Sure.
And that's the good news for someone.
Helps to be in the right time zone. But I'll say this. Anywhere you are is the right time zone. All right, whistle's blowing. 5 seconds on the jam clock. And Danger Moose still jamming now. My goodness. Let's see if any other points go up there. If not,
That's
that's
just
a hard day's
insane.
work in itself. 27
right.
points.
Out of 53
That's
are
amazing.
in that jam. Yeah, no, that's crazy. So nothing picked up that time by Bath, sadly.
And Bath now with one standing and one sitting in the box. Only 2 blockers on the track. I've got a prediction for this jam.
Oh, yeah?
Norfolk lead jammer.
Oh? Well,
Well, you never know.
sometimes the announcer curse works in reverse, just so you know.
Let's see.
Scatlin out for Spartans, Ruthless for the Broads.
Oh, that's strong Bath 2-wall, but not enough to hold back Ruthless. Ruthless now lead jammer for Norfolk.
I was going to say, when it's like 2 blockers out is kind of like the apocalypse jam where the foot suddenly find their inner strength and
That's right. All right, Ruthless now dealing with 3 Bath blockers there in turn 2. Penalty called on number 9-7 or 0-7.
it's 9-7.
9-7. That's Loose Cannon leading the track on a penalty.
I finally figured out why you couldn't read the names off the scoreboard, and it's because my glasses prescription is better than yours.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm winning at something today.
Fun
So
fact: my glasses, not actually glasses. They're
Just glass.
Yeah, it's like mascara.
Yeah, my eyelash is not actually like this. This is mascara. Boom. So 5-point jam for Norfolk brings them up to 58. Spartans still sitting on 4, haven't scored in several jams. There's under 20 minutes now left in this half.
Spartans winning yesterday against Sheffield, very effectively taking the game despite a couple of foul outs. And Norfolk once again seizing lead jammer. That's Penny Slane, number 46, jamming for Norfolk, about a quarter track behind. And that's Jordy Racer trying to catch up.
Penny Slane coming in for her first scoring pass. Penny Slane was probably the highest scoring jammer yesterday. Given I don't have stats in front of me, but I remember her being really successful as a jammer yesterday morning.
There you go.
I'm like, suddenly I forgot which team it was. All games turn into one game after a little bit.
They do.
Yeah, it was North Devon. I was like, I know it has an N, don't say the wrong team. But then in explaining myself, I look worse. Well, you know.
We forgive you because no coffee.
Because no coffee. Very good.
All right, jam underway once again. And let's see, jamming for Norfolk. That is Ruthless. No, that's Khaleesi, whose name I cannot get right. And Star Stash now for the jammer for Bath. And that is Scatlin. So empty penalty box as the pack moves through turn 2. And Khaleesi able to hop over a defender and complete a scoring pass.
Scatlin clearly now trying to get to Little Sister to pass it off.
Ooh, a
It's
fake
a
pass.
fake pass.
Whoa,
Very nice.
There you go.
What's up now, guys?
Nice job, Bath.
That was good.
That's an old Spartans trick back in the day.
Is that right?
Yeah,
That was really good.
that was good. It was fancy. Did not yield any offense, but we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm really not that hard to please.
There you go. Me either. That's one of my virtues. So 9 points on that jam for Norfolk. They're at 70 now. And the Spartans with 0 points on that jam, still with 4.
Danger Moose out for the Broads. Jordy Racer for the Spartans. It's a multiplayer block being assessed to someone who can't hear. Good. Okay. I was like,
right,
this.
then.
I didn't imagine that. It's Kelly Kabowski headed off the box for multiplayer block. In the meantime, Danger Moose does have a lead. Jordy Racer is out, having completed her initial. She's about halfway around the track from the pack, who stood about turn 2. That jam is called before Jordy can get in and get any points whatsoever, holding the Spartans at this forever 0.
Yep. Norfolk able to pick up 1 point on that jam. 71 for them to 4 for the Spartans now. 16 minutes and 30 seconds in the first half.
Looks like mostly the Bath fans came out this morning, though.
There you go.
There you go.
That's what they say about Bat fans. They're early risers.
They have the coffee. Assassinator out for the Spartans. Going to get through. Lead jammer for the second time in the game. Goes to Spartans. Ruthless hung up in the pack. Got a pretty good contingency of Spartans to keep her back. Lastly, Loose Cannon taking a swipe. Assassinator coming through her first scoring pass right as Ruthless gets out of her initial. So it's a 4-point pass. She's going to go ahead and call it off while they're quite a bit of ways behind a sped up pack for one. So that is 8 for the Spartans to 71 for the Broads.
Spartans happy to get back on the board there.
So there's 15 and a half minutes left in this half.
And that whistle starts the jam. Jamming again for Norfolk. That is...
Penny Slane, she's out, but lead has already been assessed to Rivzilla, who's got out just enough and then sucked right back in. She's going to go ahead and call it off because Penny Slane was going to come in on her first scoring pass before she was able to escape appropriately. So nothing picked up by either team that time. No, standing at 8 to 71.
All right, and with the pivot for the Spartans standing in the box, a jam start pack advantage goes to Norfolk. Norfolk skaters in the box, holding up their V formation.
It's going to be Khaleesi taking on Little Sister this time. Khaleesi just finds an opening on the outside, leaps right through it, gets lead jammer status for Norfolk. Star in hand, Little Sister nearly out of the pack. It swarms around her. She's going to be sent off to the boxes now. A power jam for Norfolk. Little Sister getting a forearms call. Khaleesi comes through for her first scoring pass. That is 4 points.
So just when they didn't need it, Spartans jammer in the box, and Khaleesi scoring with impunity.
She's finding that open outside that left it just like completely unattended.
She's the mother of all passes right there. The mother of passes. GOT reference, sorry.
Yeah, just...
Don't.
No, you go for it, and I'll laugh, and I'll pretend that I know what you're saying, and you know that I don't, and I know that I don't.
And knowing is half the battle.
Sadly.
And half the battle for this jam. Khaleesi scoring another scoring pass. 14 points on the board already. An 85-8 score with 13:20 remaining.
So the power jam is finished. A little bit of rough and tumble going through as Little Sister is still trying to escape the pack. She does have the star in hand, but she doesn't look to be making her way towards Conway at all to do a pass off.
Khaleesi at the back of the pack now in turn 3.
There's 2 Norfolk blockers in the box as Little Sister makes her way out of the pack. Khaleesi's going to go ahead and call it off. I think she picked up, 17. Oh, 18? Started to see the fingers right at the end. 19. Okay, fine. 19.
Wow.
Sure. So that brings the Broads up to 90. Spartans still sitting at 8. And there is a team timeout called by Bath Roller Derby Girls Spartans.
So clearly, Norfolk all about the multi-pass today. Multi-pass. And sitting pretty with 90 points here. And the Spartans, despite a very flourishy and illustrious win yesterday over Sheffield, struggling to find their offense here in the early going.
I wish I knew what I was supposed to be excited about.
Yeah.
It actually sounds like a record playing backwards. the way the in-house is set up, like the speakers are like on the floor, I think.
They are, yeah.
So yeah, last night announcers were trying to shout up and tell me what was being said in the middle of the track, and I was like, right on. Could you show me via interpretive dance, please?
Plus, right now we're listening to it through microphones and headphones.
Right.
So it's sort of like a protracted message from outer space.
Yeah, fine with that.
All right, jam about to get underway here once again as we go into jam 15.
Danger Moose against Jordy Racer. Only got one Norfolk blocker in the box. It's going to be Jordy out front, lead jammer. Number 999, Danny Hell, giving her one last block as she gets away. So star in hand, Danger Moose is now out of the pack, but quite a bit of ways away from scoring any points. Jordy's got her eye on her as she tries to press through this 3-wall. She hasn't decided if she wants to call it or not.
Interesting strategy there. The Norfolk jammer seemed to escort herself off the track.
Right.
Instead of following Jordy Racer through the pack.
I think Jordy's going to run the clock on this one.
There you go.
She's looking to her bench, all right. So she calls it off after 2 passes, so it is 8-4 in favor of the Spartans. The score is 16-94, though, in favor of Norfolk Roller Derby's Norfolk Broads.
This jam brought to you by Warmth.
There's none outside.
The sun. And we've got a official timeout now. And the head referee is summoning their skating officials to talk about points. It's like they're mixing it up with the Inside Whiteboard. This jam brought to you by the Inside Whiteboard.
Still exists.
Because stone tablets and chisels are no longer a thing.
Well, I know that I think it was Osis was really hot to keep it in.
That's right. Yeah, he's a big fan of.
He's a huge fan.
Yeah.
We talked about taking it out in Seattle, and he was like, absolutely not.
He said he would rather retire.
Yeah.
Than
And
work
you don't
another
see him
game
around a lot anymore, do you?
without an Inside Whiteboard. All right, well, there are 5 skaters in the penalty box. I know that sounds weird.
It's real life.
It's a 2-on-2 pack, and there's only one jammer, and that jammer is Assassinator, and Assassinator is your lead jammer for Bath now.
Ruthless is through, having completed her initial. Assassinator's coming in for her first scoring pass. Meets up with Danny Howell. Is going to make it through after passing Vixen Mortar. That should be the full 4. And it is. But it's also 3 for Norfolk.
That's right, 2 in the box and 1 on the track, and 1 not passed. And that brings the Norfolk total to 97, just this side of the 100-point mark. 20 points on the board for the Spartans. It's about 10.5 minutes here in the first half.
So now 4 people in the box. Still got the 2-on-2 in the pack. Jordy Racer against Danger Moose. Danger Moose is going to get out. Jordy Racer is not terribly far behind. He's got about 30 feet separating the two as they both come in for their first scoring pass. The box is emptied out at this point. 1 point picked up by the Spartans and 2 points picked up by the Broads. So that's 21-99 as we get to the 10-minute mark in this half.
All right, on the jammer line now for Bath, that is Conway the Barbarian. And they'll be opposed by
It's your favorite.
Khaleesi.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Khaleesi struggling against the 3-wall at the very front of the pack in turn 1.
Conway struggling against a similar 3-wall in the back, though. Is now caught in the middle of them. Khaleesi's going to get out. Lead jammer status goes once again to Norfolk.
Conway 2 blockers to beat at the front. Able to complete their initial pass now as Khaleesi comes into the back of the pack on a scoring pass. Uh-oh. Looks like a power jam for Norfolk. A forearm and an insubordination being assessed. So that's a full 1-minute power jam for Norfolk now.
Not exactly what the Spartans needed.
They would probably take that back if they could. And as the Norfolk pivot and a Spartans blocker take their place in the penalty box, Khaleesi with a leisurely pace in the second scoring pass. Comes up against a Bath 3 wall. Oh, nice backwards move on the outside. Able to stay inbounds and back her way through the pack for a complete 5-point scoring pass. Pack setting up close to the jammer line. Khaleesi able to get past the first wall. Now a Spartan 3 wall just around the pivot line. Khaleesi with one blocker to beat now. Ooh, nice put to the inside. Able to come in behind, and that's a penalty on number 07 for Bath.
Who I don't have
Whose
on my
number
roster.
is not on our roster.
You know what? Could give her a new name.
Toonces.
Like it.
Toonces on her way
Good.
to the penalty box.
I was going to go with Jane Bond, but
Jane Bond.
that's
let's
fine.
do that, yeah.
Whatever.
And Khaleesi now completing another scoring pass.
So the power jam was over with just a few seconds to spare. I was going to say this is going to pretty much run this jam down, especially if she wants to call it. So it was a total of 19 points? Is
That's
that
correct.
finished?
1-9. 19
All right.
points, then that puts Norfolk over the 100-point mark at 118. And the Spartans still hovering at 21.
So even though there was a 1-minute power jam that didn't go as, depending on how you look at it, as badly as the 30-second power jam did earlier in the game when it was the 25-point jam. So a few points shy of that, I'm just saying. Penny Slane out for Norfolk, Rivzilla for Spartans. It's going to be Penny Slane coming through with lead jammer status for Norfolk. Pack has not moved past the pivot line at this point. Rivzilla is still trying to fight her way through. Her teammates trying to make an opening for her, not quite capable of doing so. Danny Hill recycles her back just a bit. This is the first scoring pass for Penny Slane as she pops through. That is 5 points for Norfolk. Rivzilla really having a hard time getting past these blockers as she tries to pass Rainbow Blight. Lastly, she is through on her initial. Nowhere near getting to scoring though. So this is an 9-point jam for Norfolk, bringing them up to 127. Spartans at 21.
Yeah, Norfolk fair running away with it at this point.
Yeah.
The Spartans looking to salvage something valuable from the experience.
Sometimes it's just experience. They look like they're having a really good time. I mean, even
for
during the 1-minute power jam, the jammer's still like super happy in the box. I'm like, good. Ruthless out for Norfolk is going to take a lead jammer. Oops, sorry. She's going to take a back block and head off to the box. That leaves lead open for the Assassinator, who now has it as well as a 30-second power play. Pack stops on the first straightaway. Team sets up. She takes the open outside lane. That is a 5-point pass. The Assassinator.
Assassinator now coming in on another scoring pass.
Wow, she's really slipping through. That's great. Second scoring pass, another 5 points. This power jam is over. Ruthless has re-entered play just now, just ahead of the Assassinator as she approaches the back of the pack. Doesn't look like this third pass through is going to be as easy as it was before. Little sister chasing Ruthless out as she completes her initial. Oof. Assassinator taking a huge hit from number 19, Notorious. She does manage to, thought it was going to be full points, but it's a back block.
Oh dear.
So this is going to be the full 2 minutes jam. We've got 38 seconds of it left. That was a 5-point pass. Ruthless's first scoring pass through. She is back in the pack. Vampel et al. Up front. Trying to keep her back, and she pops out for another 5 points. So right now a 10-10 jam, although there are clearly points that have not been awarded for Assassinator as she's standing in the box now. Ruthless coming through. Third scoring pass, another 5 points. And this power jam is over. There's only 1 second left though. Let's see if she passed anyone. Looks like not.
Nope. It's like 15 maybe. Are they conferring?
Yeah.
So, but the good news for the Spartans is they were able to put up 10 points on that jam. Actually, more than that. Look at them with 14 now, so that brings them up to 35 points.
That's what I was saying. She went to the box. She was almost all the way out of the pack when the back block happened, so she had to have gone with at least 3. But it was totally 4. So 35 to 142 as we kick off Jam 21. The lead jammer status goes to Jordy Racer. Danger Moose is now out of the pack, though. 1 Spartan blocker in the box.
Jordy Racer commanding her blockers at the front of the pack. She comes around turn 3. Pack speeding up just a bit. Danger Moose coming in. Ooh, nice work by the Bath pivot to go back and pick up the Norfolk jammer. So the Spartans able to grab 1 point, and because they can, Norfolk taking away 2 points there. So 144 to 36 with just under 3 minutes left in the first half.
That's what happens when you have those ghost points.
All right, that whistle starts the jam.
Vixen Mortar out for the first time for Norfolk today. Conway the Barbarian out for the Spartans. Conway nearly through, but it's going to be Vixen Mortar coming their lead. Jammer status goes once again to Norfolk. Conway quickly out of the pack, though, not terribly far away, about a quarter of the way behind Vixen. Vixen coming in her first scoring pass. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know about that. She looks okay with it. Van Bell just did a huge hit.
There it is.
I assume it was her sternum. I was like, her face. Oh, okay, not her face. Not the face.
So the net result of that is 3 points on the board for Norfolk, putting them at 147. 0 points for the Spartans, still at 36. And we are under 2 minutes of gameplay here in the first half.
One Norfolk blocker in the box. Rivzilla out for Spartans. Danger Moose for the Broads. It's going to be Rivzilla taking lead. Jammer status. Danger Moose, again, not terribly far behind. We got about 20, 25 feet. Pack speeds up as they come around the first straightaway.
Danger Moose closing the gap and, in fact, overtaking Rivzilla now.
Suddenly, I seem to remember when Derby did do more than one lap. Yeah. I've seen this before. Seems like a long time ago. So no points picked up. That's what happens when you have a fast pack.
There you go.
Things to think about.
All right, thinking about this, there's less than a minute left here in the first half. And your score is 147 for Norfolk, 36 points for Bath.
Ruthless.
Yeah,
sorry.
Ruthless.
I
And
went
what will
for
most
it.
certainly be the last jam of the first half. Oh! Some edge work there, but Ruthless getting knocked inside, having to reset.
Little sister trying to pop through on her toe stops on the inside, not quite successful in doing 3. It's going to be Ruthless taking lead at jammer status for Norfolk once again. Little sister plowing her way through, a little bit of help from her teammate. Ruthless nearly through, gets knocked out to the outside by number 97, Loose Cannon. That jam is called. There's only 1 second on the period clock left. It looks like we will be going to half. That was a 1-4 jam, leaving us 37 for the Spartans and 151 for the Broads as we enter halftime.
All right, we're back from halftime, everyone. 26 seconds left on the halftime clock as the teams take the track once again. And
whoops.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, we're going into the second half. The Bath Roller Derby Spartans are coming in 37 points, and Norfolk Derby's Broads at 151. We do have an, I was about to say an empty penalty box, but the Bath pivot is in the penalty box. I believe that's Conway the Barbarian. So it's going to be Little Sister facing off against Penny Slane in this first jam.
All right. That whistle starts this second half. And Jammer's going to try to go up the middle. Penny Slane at the front of the pack now, just getting ready to cross the pivot line and pick up a lead jammer for Norfolk.
Little Sister's having really no luck whatsoever getting through. Now just... Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, nope, just kidding. I was going to say, she found her way on the outside, but she also found 2 more Norfolk blockers up front waiting for her. So she is now through, and this is a power jam for Bath. Penny Slane sitting in the penalty box for a track cut. She is joined by number 915, Applebite.
Oh,
Nicely done.
nice work there by Little Sister, staying in bounds at the far edge of that turn 3 corner.
So
And
first
able-
pass. Whoop.
I was going to say, able to turn that into a scoring pass.
Yay.
Little Sister now trying to manifest a second pass. Encounters some resistance between the lines. Forearm called against number 89 for Norfolk. That's Kelly Kapowski.
Penny Slane is back in, and that is her first scoring pass through, as she had left off during a scoring pass when she went to the box. So that's 4 points for Norfolk. Little Sister coming through, her second scoring pass is another 5 points.
Nice balance. Good edging there by Danger Moose, completing a scoring pass now. Total of 8 points on the board in this jam for Norfolk. Penny Slane, right?
I do like Danger Moose as well, though.
Oh, there you go. All right. Teams seem to be determined to skate this jam out. And as the waning seconds of the jam come to an end,
She has to. The lead went to the box.
there you go.
Are you testing me?
No, I'm just failing myself.
Aww. So the coffee did not turn up,
The coffee did not turn up.
in case
Everyone.
anyone was curious. There's just no coffee.
Oh well. We'll just have to forge ahead. Do, however, have some British super sweet strawberries.
Not at all sweet. I feel like that maybe the packaging was sarcastic at this point. Rivzilla out for the Spartans,
Nice.
but it's going to be Khaleesi taking the lead in jammer status for Norfolk, as Rivzilla, in fact, has a seat in the box now. A power jam for Khaleesi. She comes in her first scoring pass. Finds a lot of opening. The only resistance, number 727, Jordy Racer, knocking her about as she comes through. That is a 5-point pass first through. Rivzilla is now standing in the box. So less than 10 seconds left in this power play. Up front, Stafford Jet knocking the jammer to the inside. Rivzilla is back in play.
Sorry, go ahead. Khaleesi able to reset there and trying to make her way out of turn 3. That is a second scoring pass. 10 points on the board thus far for Norfolk.
Rivzilla now through, no pass, no penalty, is going to get her 4 points. So it's 4-10 in favor of the Broads. The score overall is still in favor of the Broads, 55-174.
That's right.
Correct. True facts.
True fact.
It's the only facts I have. That's how facts work in
That's
other
right.
countries.
You don't get to have an opinion about a fact.
Well, that's just your opinion, man.
I mean, you can have an opinion, but it's a fact.
My opinion is you can have an opinion about facts.
I guess I was wrong. Wouldn't have been the first time.
So there is an official review being called.
Ooh. Official review. No call stands.
Don't get excited yet. So it's Norfolk.
Wait, I have to get
Calling
unexcited now?
Well, I mean, like you don't even know it's being debated.
It's true.
Could just be some points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend that in a minute I'm going to be able to understand what Snugan says on the floor. I feel like that's not at all true. I'll try though.
Well, as one of the jam referees skated away from the scores table, I saw those 4 points for the Spartans leave the board.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think maybe she wasn't done with her initial when she come out of the box. All right. Because now I'm like trying to rely on my memory for anything that isn't like which Pokemon is found where. That's not that great of a plan.
Anyway, so skaters on the track, officials on the track, review complete, and we're going to assume that the removal of those 4 points is the reason that they had the review. And we're checking with the announcers on the track here to find out the true details of that OR.
Yep.
There it is.
I used my psychic linguist snoogans. I used my words. I just wanted to be cool. Anyway, Assassinator out there for Spartans, but it is going to be Assassinator taking lead. Danger Moose now through on her initial for the Broads. Assassinator coming in her first scoring pass. There are 2 Broads in the box, so she's only going to pass these 2 to get the full 4, and there it is. So there's those 4.
There they are. They got the 4 back.
You like that? There.
Norfolk got 2 more of their own, so they're at 178 now to 55. 25 minutes left in this game.
This jam is still starting off with 2 Norfolk blockers in the box. As you can see, the 2 way too ready for this. Jordy Racer out for Spartans. She does manage to tiptoe on the outside, getting a lead jammer status very quickly.
Yeah, Jordy Racer, super fast. Able to complete that lead jammer now, going into a scoring pass here.
Vixen Warner out just now. Jordy Racer coming through for a scoring pass is 4 points. Box emptying out. First pass through for Vixen Mortar, also 4 points. Jordy running on her toe stops, trying to get through this 3 wall that's ever swarming up front. Decides to call it off. It's another 4 points for the Spartans, bringing up 8-4 for this jam. Jam underway. Danger Moose out for the Broads is going to take lead. Jammer status chased out by Little Sister from the Spartans. Conway the Barbarian trying to make her way through.
Yeah, nice strong 4 wall up front there from Norfolk. Conway the Barbarian getting flummoxed to the inside, now to the outside.
Well done with the 2 brace up front for the Spartans as well. Danger Moose now coming through. First scoring pass is 5 points. Conway now through. That was the initial. Danger Moose popping out to the outside as she had come most way through the pack on that pass. It's going to go ahead and play the clock. Conway's first pass through is 5 points. And Danger Moose's second through is 4. Conway edging through on the inside, 4 more points for the Spartans. Right now, 9-9 for this jam. Danger Moose coming through, third scoring pass. She's going to go ahead and maybe not. Thought she was going to call it off. She's going to get a track cut instead. So this is now a power jam. We've got 24 seconds left on it. Or in the jam total, I should say, for Conway. So this should freeze Danger Moose in the box for just a few seconds at the top of the next jam.
Conway taking the star off, handing it off to the pivot for Bath now.
It's Little Sister.
Tough defense there from number 915, Applebite. And that will be the end of that jam. So Spartans able to put up double digits here for the first time in a long time. And they put 12 up on the board, leaves them with 75, 11 points on the board for Norfolk there at 193.
So we have a pretty big point spread, 75-193. We've got 21 minutes left in this half. Spartans could shore up some points. It's not positive that they can overtake them. Danger Moose frozen in the box for just a few seconds to start off this jam. She is now back in play. That's number 109, Scaitlin out for the Spartans. Danger Moose is through and lead. And Scaitlin having a seat in the box now. Sitting in the wrong jammer side, is it right? Nope, she's on the right side. The stars are messing me up. That was a test and you all passed. Fine.
But it is a power jam, and Danger Moose can take full advantage of that. First 5 points on the board now.
Completely full for the Spartans now in the box. So all three. Scaitlin standing up now, so this power jam will be ending in just a few seconds. Danger Moose picking up another 5 points coming through right now. A 0-10 jam in favor of Norfolk.
Number 56, Slam and Siren, taking their place in the penalty box now. But still pack advantage in Norfolk.
The way Scaitlin just snapped that star, she's like, psh. Doesn't look like she's handed off to the pivot as of yet. She's through on her initial. Coming back in. Would have been her first scoring pass. Nothing picked up, though. Another 4 points for Norfolk. It's an 18-point jam, bringing it up to 211. So I've thought about this for way too long, but I'm really hoping the little sister from the Spartans is named after little sisters from BioShock, which I know you don't know what I'm saying, but it would be my favorite thing ever. So in my head, she just is.
Let's just call it that.
I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
She is.
All right, so gameplay is suspended briefly here. The game clock has stopped. We are in an official timeout.
All right, I was going to say, I'm not really sure what it's for. It doesn't look like much is going on.
All right, well, whatever it was has been worked out. We're about to get back underway.
Maybe they were debating whether or not she's named after a BioShock
There you go.
mainstay.
That whistle starts the jam, and the jam is underway now. Pack slow to a crawl at the jammer line. And the Assassinator jamming for Bath. Looking to make their way up to the front. Assassinator, lead jammer once again for the Spartans. Assassinator definitely on point today with the lead jammer status.
Ooh.
Assassinator now with a 2-wall to beat on the other side of turn 2. Gonna make her way down the mid straightaway there and complete scoring pass.
Star in hand, Penny Slane is through. That was her initial. She's going to be coming in for her first scoring pass right now. Assassinator is coming in for her second scoring pass, though. Meeting up with Danny Hell, who's not interested in letting her pass. There is a 3-wall also waiting for her up front. Looked like her teammate was going to help out, but now she's left her all on her lonesome. In the meantime, Penny Slane comes through. First scoring pass is 4 points.
As the pack moves down the far straightaway, Bath Jammer going to call that off. The Assassinator with what appears to be 8 points on that jam. Puts Bath at 83. 4 points on the board for Norfolk. They're at 215 now.
Right.
And we are under the 18-minute mark in this game. And we've got another game underway on track 2 to our right. We'll bring you the details of that one here in just a second, because we don't know that we'd have an updated schedule.
I think it's Northern Fights versus Rebellion. Anyway, more importantly, Jordy Racer is through. Lead jammer goes to the Spartans. Khaleesi is through as well, though. She's about half a lap away from the pack.
is now speeding up, trying to catch up with that pack and create more points for her team. But the jam's going to get called. 2 points on the board for the Spartans in that jam, and a 0 jam for Norfolk right now.
One Spartan blocker sitting in the box, little sister taking the line against Danger Moose. Both jammers not as quickly through as they usually have been. Great
Rip
walls.
T-
Whoop, no, go for it.
So the Rip T is getting knocked to the inside there. Cycling back, trying to create an opportunity for the Bath Jammer. One defender to beat, but it is Danger Moose out front first. Lead Jammer for Norfolk. Little sister just a stride behind, applying pressure, hoping to force a call off. And that's exactly what happens. A 0-0 jam, but not a pointless jam, because no jam is pointless.
You stole my line, which I stole from King Crazy years ago. So you stole King Crazy's line.
Property is theft. That's all I can tell you.
Been using that with so much success in America too. Like, ha! How's that?
All right, so with an empty penalty box, we're able to get underway here in jam number 10 of the second half.
Scaling out for the Spartans. Vixen Mortar for Norfolk. It's going to be Vixen Mortar taking lead at jammer status. Haven't quite moved past the pivot line yet. Scaitlin snaps that helmet cover off. Does not pass it, though. Number 19, Notorious, blocking her as she comes out of the pack. Her initial is now complete. Scaitlin comes through, picks up 4 points, and looks like she's going to run it.
Yeah, Scaitlin back in the back now as the pack goes around turn 3. And Vixen Mortar just lifts the leg. I don't know, that's not quite an apex jump. It's like an apex lift.
Yeah, she's just stepping idly over it.
Picks up one skate.
No thank you, Apex.
5 points.
Says 4 points on that pass for Scaitlin. So 9 plays 4, 89 to 224 as we get under the 15-minute mark now.
All right.
Got a pretty good crowd for this early in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm proud of these people. I'm also proud of whoever keeps bringing that unicorn. I want it so badly. Got a lot of discussion with that about with Bear last night.
Yes, unicorn, a source of pride.
It's awesome. Let's see you having a unicorn. Anyway. Assassinator facing up against Danger Moose. Danger Moose does take lead jammer status. Assassinator's still stuck in the pack. Again, we haven't moved but much past the pivot line at this point. Danger Moose comes in for her first scoring pass. Number 89. Kelly Kapowski sent off for a track cut. Assassinator comes through. That is her initial. Danger Moose still trying to get through on that first scoring pass. An excellent bowling move, loose cannons, but forces the call off.
Yeah, that's a put out is a put out, and that's when it ends the jam. So much the better. So
Jam's never been called because of my butt. I'm just saying. That should be a point of pride.
all right, and with 12 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this game, 231 on the board for Norfolk, 89 on the board for the Spartans. And jamming for Norfolk is Ruthless. And Ruthless up front first, lead jammer for the team in blue. Jordy Racer skates flying fast and furiously around the track, trying to force a call off here or pick up some offense. Jordy Racer able, in fact, to do that. So Jordy Racer super excited about that.
Yeah.
And Jordy able to grab all 4 points on that pass. 3 points on the pass for Norfolk. So 234 to 93 now. All right, it is halftime on the other track. I'm not even sure who's playing that game, but we'll try and find that out.
It looks like Northern Fights, and I'm pretty sure that's the Rebellion logo.
Okay.
I can't read. The words are so tiny on that one.
I think you're right.
Nothing.
The Northern Fights against Rebellion.
I'm trying to pull up
and that's
the
Rebellion
schedule,
on top.
but my phone doesn't work. Yeah.
So Northern Fights 58. That's not the game we're calling, though.
That's true. Just in case you're curious what's happening on track 2. On the other hand, here, Penny Slane's picking up another 5 points for Norfolk. And the Spartans penalty box getting pretty popular once again. Penny Slane coming through her second scoring pass is another 5 points right now at 10-0 Jam. Scalen has the star in hand, has not made it through her initial.
Okay. Like you mentioned, Spartan players cycling to the penalty box. Where one may rise, two shall sit.
Loose cannon once again. Oh, it's an out-of-play block, though. It was a nicely executed out-of-play block.
It was very nicely executed. It just was out of play. And a nice little aw shucks body language there.
It's just, sometimes it's worth it, you know? That's another 5-point pass. Right now, 25 points on this jam for Norfolk Penny Slane.
Wow.
Little sister. Oh, no. Thought she had the star for a second.
Okay, so that's 30 points already for Penny Slane. I'm going to say that's the top
it is.
Jam score.
Certainly.
I don't think anybody's got 30 yet. And Penny's coming in again for another scoring pass. Penny threw for 5 more. 35 points on the Jam for Penny Slane. Very impressive.
Yeah, I think the highest scoring jam previous to this was 25. Sometime in the first half. It was pretty early on in the game. It was when, back when Norfolk had 57 points. Remember that time?
That was awesome.
I was so much younger then. 93 for Spartans, 269 for the Broads. 9 minutes left in this game.
And we've got an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by Cookies. They're so awesome.
Do we have any?
Biscuits. That's what they call them here, biscuits.
Still American, even though I'm in England.
There you go. Like, I think of a biscuit as like something you put sausage gravy on, but you know.
Yeah, shouldn't do that with cookies. It's disgusting.
Why not? You're not my boss.
There's certain times in your life where you have to learn things on your own.
All right, so in a coaching coup, Thorn Supremacy, Blocker Supreme now jamming for Bath, and Thorn Supremacy out front, lead jammer for the Spartans.
Yeah. This is actually my favorite type of jammer. It's just kind of, I'm going to mow my way through this pack jammer.
Yeah.
Every team has one, and they rarely break her out. I'm happy to see this right now.
Yep. Thorn Supremacy with a great game against Sheffield, as we mentioned, and certainly putting up the defensive chops today. Now wearing the star and scoring in the pack.
And she's got lead. And she says hello to Khaleesi as they go around the track. She calls it off, sliding to the floor. That's 4 points. Oh, sorry, 5 points for the Spartans, brought to you by Thorn Supremacy.
And the Bath fans really enjoyed that. Thorn Supremacy got a lot of style, and they appreciate that. All right, well, 7 minutes and 49 seconds left on the clock. 269 for Norfolk, 98 for the Spartans. And we're going to get underway here with jam number 15.
Conway out for the Spartans. Danger Moose for the Broads. One Broads blocker in the box. Conway's being taken out to the outside and recycled back. It's going to give enough time for Danger Moose to get through on a wide open outside, getting lead jammer status once again for Norfolk. Loose Cannon. Oh, sorry. Suddenly I'm like, is that the right name? It's
yes.
Loose. Is it Cannon?
Yep.
Got nervous for a second. There's going to be Wheel. Headed to the box once again. I finished the sentence. It was great. It was the best sentence. Believe me.
Well done.
It's 5 points for Norfolk. There has been a successful star pass. It's not dawned or anything. Assassinator does have it in hand as she comes through. That was her initial, that was the call off, and it's going to be a 7-point jam for Norfolk.
There it is. Something they might have thought about a little bit earlier in the game, but the Spartans certainly could deploy that star pass with greater frequency when they wind up not getting lead jammer, because they have been sending Assassinator and Little Sister out as the pivot. And
yeah.
They, of course, are also jammers. So
often is the case.
Yep.
Oh man, I might have got my phone to work. You know I'm not looking up stats. I'm totally going to show you a Little Sister.
And look at that. That's Jordy Racer, lead jammer now for the Spartans, out front with a flourish.
Coming through, just barely making through that initial. Thorns of Supremacy having one more go at her as she comes through. Vixen Mortar out for the Broads. Jordy Racer coming through. First scoring pass, she's going to call it off. That is 4 more points. That puts Spartans right over the century mark. 102 to the Broads, 276.
There you go. Respect has been achieved by the Spartans, breaking that 100-point mark. And so, like you mentioned, 5.5 minutes left in the game. That's 174-point differential between these two teams.
Sure.
So.
Math. If you're the math.
Or as they call them here, maths.
There is more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They recognize that.
So smart. All right, that coffee that I'm going to get after this game is complete is going to taste so good.
That's a Little Sister.
Ah, there you go.
I finally, I'm so proud. I've had, no signal. I managed to bring up one picture of Little Sister, and I'm like, the weekend's over for me.
You're just the happiest girl in the world.
Yeah.
All right, that whistle starts the jam. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock here, and Norfolk not wasting any time. Danger Moose jamming, lead jammer for the team in blue.
Danger Moose already coming in. Her first scoring pass going to get knocked out to the outside. Is going to be recycled a little bit back, question mark. Little Sister also knocked out to the outside. Is actually, there's no question mark on that one. She is being recycled.
Rip T's getting knocked to the inside with a smile, suddenly realizing that actually hurt. But back in the pack now. Danger Moose completed one scoring pass, coming up on the pack on another one. An empty penalty box, dare I say.
It was a really good 3-wall waiting for Danger Moose, though. Little Sister swung by it. So that was her initial completed and a 5-point pass for Danger Moose. I suspect I know it's about to happen. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just going to play it out. Fine with that as well. We've got that 3 brace going. Once again, and a 3 brace up front waiting to accept Little Sister, but they do find the pivot instead as Rivzilla.
Rivzilla up there trying to bust up those icebergs and free up her jammer. Oh, nice twist out of the pack there from Danger Moose, completing another scoring pass. And that is 14 points on the board already in this jam for Norfolk.
Danger Moose getting popped to the inside. Little Sister's going to come back with her.
And with 1.5 blockers in the penalty box for Bath. It is a 2-wall at the front. Norfolk pivot up there, trying to help out Danger Moose. Danger Moose going back to the jammer line. Hands on hips. Doing a little bit of clock management here as the jam clock winds down. And that jam is over.
3-point jam for the Spartans. 18-point jam for the Broads. Bring them up to 294, so we are sitting on the triple century mark for Norfolk.
The third century, if you will.
I will, in fact. Why not?
All right, and as we get down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds, the jam will begin. Jamming now for Norfolk, that is Ruthless. And Thorn Supremacy, jamming once again for Bath. Out front, lead jammer for Bath. To the acclaim of the Bath fans in the venue. Loose cannon, signaler jammer, go, go, go. Thorn Supremacy not slowing down.
All right.
Nice.
I like it. Double points, 3 points, 4 points. We got, all 4.
All
nice.
4 points for Thorn Supremacy. All right. Thorn Supremacy now sitting on a 100% lead jammer status percentage. I realize it's just 2 jams, but still 100%. So that takes our score to 109 for the Spartans, 294 for Norfolk. Their trip to the 300 club having been put off, at least for the now.
So right now, Norfolk has almost doubled their score in the second half. But it's going to be Assassinator from Spartans coming through, getting lead jammer status.
And Riptease headed off the track on a multiplayer block as Khaleesi, helmet cover in hand, just on the other side of turn 2 here, trying to fight her way through a very strong Spartan 2 wall, and she's able to do that. Not lead jammer, but on a scoring pass now.
The Ribzilla Van Pell wall, very impressive. But I think Ribzilla is headed off to the box, in fact. They're pretty cool about it, though. Her teammate in the box was like, hey, welcome, yay. That is another 4 points for Norfolk. Assassinator does still have lead. Could call it off. Does call it off. As that was going to be the second scoring pass. And did accrue some points. I think it's 2, 3. So it's 7 points for Norfolk, 3 points for Spartans, 112 to 301. We've got just enough time for one more jam.
Uh-oh. I was going to say, you call an official timeout, you have to buy me a drink.
Is that right?
Somebody's buying me a drink.
Who? Who'd you make this deal with? I mean,
I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, okay. So started to offer. No, you know what? I'm going to stop there.
Can't win, don't try.
I heard free beer.
All right, the Spartans linking arms on their bench, taking up the Jordy Racer chant. The true spirit of roller derby. There it is. And this, which will most certainly be the last jam of this game, is underway to the cheers of the fans and the skaters. Jordy Racer taking an outside lane, picking up lead jammer for the Spartans, and the crowd goes wild.
It was also a power jam. There's been an out-of-play block called. So
there you go, Jordy Racer with 30 seconds to grab however much offense that she can. And that's a 5-point pass with the Norfolk pivot also headed off the track. Penalty box full of Norfolk, only 2 Norfolk blockers on the track. Jordy Racer's second scoring pass now. Jordy Racer through now. 10 points on the board for Bath in this jam. And with the Norfolk jammer standing in the box, this power jam about to come to an end. Norfolk jammer going to come in behind Jordy.
Nixon is in, finds that open inside lane. That is through on her initial. Jordy's going to run it, though. Why not?
Why not?
Might as well.
57 seconds left on the jam clock. Do not leave those points on the track. Jordy coming around as the pack speeds up, going down the far straightaway. Vixen Mortar with 4 points now on the board for Norfolk. Jordy getting tangled up on the other side of turn 3. And Jordy going to call it off. That's right. fun, exciting, and excellent work from Bath there in that last jam. 18 points on the board for Jordy Racer. A very happy Bath squad celebrating with each other, jumping up and down. And also celebrations coming from the Norfolk corner as they have won this game. The unofficial score, 305 to 130 in favor of Norfolk. And that score is now official. So congratulations to both teams. And way to kick off the Sunday morning here at British Champs. All right, there it is. I'm Sexy Beast. I'm here with Julius Sleazer, and we are going to sign off for now. But don't forget to stay tuned for more exciting British Champs coming to you right now.